These are my only Pokemon cards ever. I only have 6 of them. Full illustration ones are my best ones. No one can have these ultra rares. Not even this GX. Or EX or V. Oh yeah, I gotta get something. I still have that giant Zerara card. Ugh. We really have to get this. Okay. Just pull it out. Ah, yes. This giant Zerara V-Star card. This is huge. I never want to lose this. Yes. Yes. It's the rarest one. Out of all of them, it's a mythical cat Pokemon. It's so rare. I'm not gonna let anyone steal it. They stole my Lugia. They stole my Lugia. Tidepool! Tidepool! Huh? Who is that? Tidepool! Tidepool! What? Oh, those are nice Pokemon cards. Oh, how long have you had those for? Oh, is that a Zerara V-Star card? Yes, and better not put your hands on it. It's mine. Well, why not? 'Cause I said so. Can I take a look at the other stuff? Is that a tulip? Tulip? Yes. Can I take a look at... No, you can't. They're my Pokemon cards, okay? Get lost. But, no. Only cool Pokemon get to take a look at these. Or actually, should I say touch them? Yeah, get lost. Okay, get lost. Good riddance. Good riddance. Oh, this is a nice painting Blackie did. He painted this all by himself. It's so nice. Hmm? Oh, what's wrong? Iron Hands, what's wrong? Tidepool, he didn't even let me take a look at his... He didn't even let me take a look at his Pokemon cards. He told me I'd get lost. Couldn't even let me touch them. Aw. Tidepool? Tidepool. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Don't be ashamed of how you look. It's okay. Don't let those bullies get you. It's alright. Come on, you can take a look at Blackie's painting. Oh, look. Disney's Nightmare here. He painted that. Are you gonna teach Tidepool a lesson? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to teach Tidepool a lesson. He shouldn't act like that towards 2 of us. We're all supposed to be a family. Okay? We've been living for over 2 years. I can't believe it. Tidepool doesn't really act like that. Can you take a look at the painting? Of course he can. Of course. It was a gift. It was a gift from Blackie. Yeah. I'm going to have a word with him now. Okay, time to take a look at the tulip. Oh yeah. Tulip. Huh? Aozumi? What's wrong? Tidepool, did you... What did I say? Did you say something mean to Iron Hands? Tell the truth. Well, he said those to me just because I asked if I could touch his Pokemon cards. Fine, I did. I don't even give two shits anyways. What did he just say to me? You kiss your... Do you kiss your... You kiss your mom with that mouse? With that mouth? Okay. I did tell him that he could not touch my Pokemon cards. Okay? I just don't want... I don't want these getting stolen. These are like my rarest, well, my best ones, and this V-Star is my very best one ever. It's a giant cat Pokemon card. I really don't want to lose it. Tidepool, I don't care how rare these Pokemon cards are. You need to be taught a lesson. I get that book. Oh yeah, there it is. I really have to listen to the story. Yes. You better apologize to him too, because you clearly hurt his feelings on purpose. Shit for you, ugly bitch. Okay, I'm sorry I called you that. No one in this group calls me ugly. I don't care how I look, and I'm not ashamed of it. You gotta watch your mouth, mister. Come over here. Fine. Hello, everyone. So, Tidepool has been mean to Iron Hands, so I am going to read him a story. It's Mr. Rude. It's the book just for him. Oh, come on. Really? Come on. Come on, sis. I really don't want to listen to this, okay? I've already watched Quit Your Yap. Save it for later. We're reading it. I'm going to read the story to you because you need to behave well. Listen closely to the story. Fine. And no attitude. Okay then. Do I really have to though? I mean, I really couldn't even think of it. Come on, the Mr. Men are great. Okay, the Mr. Men and Little Misses are good. Fine, I'll listen to you read this book. Good. Let's start. Mr. Rude by Roger Hargreaves. Mr. Rude is rude. He is very rude. He is very rude. He is worse than very rude. He is extraordinarily rude. When you meet somebody, you might think to yourself that that person has a large nose, but you wouldn't say anything to them, would you? Because that would be rude, wouldn't it? Well, Mr. Rude just blurted out. Big nose! But he wouldn't stop there. Oh no, not Mr. Rude. Big nose! With a nose like that, you could vacuum the floor. Well, I wouldn't say that to someone. I wouldn't say that to hate more. Exactly, so. Let's persist. Can you imagine saying that to someone? Well, I hope you can't. Well, I hope you can't. And he was the same with everyone. If he met someone overweight, he would shout, "Fatty! You're supposed to take the food out of the fridge, not eat the fridge as well." Okay, I think I don't really want to be like, I don't really want to mess with, a Snorlax. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with one. Well, you should listen. Well, I should keep reading then. You did this, so. When he was driving along in his car, he would yell rude things at the people he passed by. Mr. Rude was a horrible man who didn't have a nice thing to say to anyone, and not surprisingly, no one liked him. And you know what he did one day? One day, Mr. Rude met little Miss Tiny, or not so much as nearly stepped on her. "Good morning," said little Miss Tiny. "Look at the size of you," exclaimed Mr. Rude. "Squirt, you're so tiny I could squash you under my thumb." That's really mean. Poor little Miss Tiny burst into tears and ran home. Behind a tree on the other side of the street, Mr. Happy looked anything but happy. He had heard everything. And that would be you, apparently, Tidepool. The next morning, Mr. Happy was outside Mr. Rude's house. Suitcase in hand, Mr. Happy knocked on Mr. Rude's front door. "Go away," shouted Mr. Rude. Mr. Happy knocked again. Mr. Rude opened the door. "Can't you read?" said Mr. Rude, pointing to his doormat. Mr. Rude's doormat did not say "welcome" like everyone else's doormat. Mr. Rude had crossed out "welcome" and then in large black letters had written "go away" underneath. Mr. Happy smiled, marched past Mr. Rude, and went into the living room. "Get out!" shouted Mr. Rude. Mr. Happy smiled an even larger smile and sat down in the armchair. Mr. Rude exploded. He ranted and raged for half an hour, but Mr. Happy calmly sat through it all, smiling. Eventually, Mr. Rude went into the kitchen to make himself supper, without offering any to Mr. Happy. After the supper, Mr. Rude ranted and raged for a full hour, but whatever Mr. Rude called him, Mr. Happy took no notice. Finally, Mr. Rude turned out the lights and went upstairs, without offering Mr. Happy a bed for the night. And would you do that to Iron Hands? When he came down in the morning, Mr. Happy was still there, still smiling. Okay, I give in, cried Mr. Rude. What do you want? Breakfast with me, said Mr. Happy. Please. Mr. Rude made breakfast for him. The book is... Okay, there we go. It was the first time in Mr. Rude's life that he had ever done anything for someone else. In fact, it was the first time he had ever asked anybody what they wanted. Thank you, said Mr. Happy. When he had finished, right, you can go now, demanded Mr. Rude. But Mr. Happy did not budge. Mr. Rude ranted and raged and raged and ranted, but he ended up making lunch for Mr. Happy and supper too. Okay, I need to... can't hold this thing any longer. He even offered Mr. Happy bed that night. Mr. Happy stayed for 2 weeks. Slowly, the ranting and raging became less and less. Mr. Rude discovered he had something that he had never known he possessed. Manners! Yeah, isn't that nice? Yeah. That's nice, okay? That's really fucking nice. Language? I mean, sorry. When it was time for Mr. Happy to leave, he shook Mr. Rude's hand and said, "Thank you so much, Mr. Rude. I really enjoyed my stay." Mr. Rude beamed a smile that was every bit as wide as Mr. Happy's and found himself saying, "And so did I." Mr. Rude was a changed man. Belched Mr. Rude. Well, almost. Well, I guess I don't really... I guess I do admit I wasn't really sincere about what I said to Iron Hands. It's just I was mad because we missed Pokemon Club and we didn't really play game, and I didn't really trade my Pokemon cards for something else. I mean, I was hoping I would find something you might like, or something that's like has a picture of you, a card that has a picture of you. Oh, I mean, that's... Oh, wait, so you were keeping those cards away from thieves the whole time? Yes, I mean, I just don't really want to lose my Pokemon cards. These ones are, like, valuable, and one time I lost my Lugia GX card. A thief, stole it from me, and I was devastated because that one was like a good card, and this is also why I do not want to lose this 0 Hour of V-Star card. Well, I mean, I'm so sorry that someone stole your Lugia card. But you should still apologize to Iron Hands because you hurt his feelings. Well, okay, I was not really sincere about what I said, but I'll do that. Good. I like that. Iron Hands, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just didn't really want to lose these Pokemon cards. I mean, the full illustration ones are ultra rare, and this giant Zeraora V-Star is like my best card. It's a long story. This is also why I don't let people touch these cards. I don't because one time a kid stole my Lugia GX card and I was devastated. I also lost my Bellsprout 1995 one and I couldn't even forget that feeling. Well, you should have told me about how you felt. Well, I'll forgive you. Well, yeah, because we're all friends. We're all friends no matter how we look. Yeah, I'll give you a hug. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Iron Hands. You can take a look and touch my Pokemon cards. Yeah, I mean, there's no thieves around here. We're just a group together in a solitary place. There's no one here that's gonna steal these cards. So you're alright. By the way, Aozumi, can we watch Lucky Luke with you? No. Aozumi? Okay, yes, okay, but apparently they banned some episodes. No! I wanted to watch some. You know what we can watch though? What? Yeah, what can we watch? The Daltons. You know. Oh, okay then.